Because if you feel like you're pitching to a bunch of people who don't care, yeah, that's going to deter you from selling every day. This is a small shift that you can make when you show up and sell. Asking yourself, if I was certain there were 10 people in my audience right now and they were ready to buy, how would that change how I spoke to them about my offer? You're listening to the From Imposter to Empowered podcast. I'm your host, Jill Perrick, a business and mindset coach who specializes in imposter syndrome. If you feel like you're not as smart, capable, or worthy as you actually are, and that someone is going to find you out, then you've come to the right place. I went from being a struggling government worker, working my coaching business on the side, but feeling unworthy and burnt out, to making multiple six figures helping women overcome imposter syndrome so they too can sign clients, make bank, and have the business or career of their dreams. I am nothing special. I have a stuttering disability, ADHD, and I struggle with anxiety and depression. So if I can learn how to feel good enough and overcome my inner imposter, then so can you. Let's dig in. Hello, my loves. Welcome back to the From Imposter to Empowered podcast. I'm your host, Jill Perrick, and let's get into the episode today. So by the time you're listening to this, I think we have for sure surpassed 30,000 downloads of the podcast, and I'm just so grateful to have you guys here listening to me every single week, and I truly hope that I can empower you each week to be the best version of yourself and go after all of your business dreams. In a coaching call with a one-to-one client, she said something that actually blew my mind. She said that she overcame her imposter syndrome within the first 2 weeks of us working together. Like, what? I was mind blown. But once we tackle the imposter syndrome, we can get to the real juiciness of your business, like your offers, your messaging, signing 4-figure clients on repeat. And this is what we do in my one-to-one coaching program, Worthy and Wealthy. We work together for 6 months so you can sign 4-figure clients on repeat and stop feeling like a fraud. Head over to my show notes and book a sales call so we can get started. And actually, a skill that you'll be developing inside of Worthy and Wealthy is selling every single day. But let me be clear, I don't literally mean every day. I don't usually upload Instagram stories on weekends, only if I want to, and I never actually upload Instagram posts on weekends or holidays. Like if I go on vacation, I'll take that time off completely from social media, etc. Selling every day means your standard work schedule, okay? That's what it means. And I call selling every day a skill because it is truly something you learn how to do. Not only because there's technical skills when it comes to messaging and being clear in your pitch and doing it well, but also what it does to your brain and to your mindset to sell every day on social media. So why wouldn't you sell every day or multiple times a day? I'll give you some reasons that I had before I started doing it. I was afraid that my audience wouldn't like it, that they would think I was only trying to sell to them and I would lose followers and lose interest. Not only did I think about the numbers, I didn't want my reputation to be someone who only cared about sales. I wanted to be the cool coach, the coach who's like, I don't care at all if you buy, just love me. And that is such a crock of shit. Such people pleaser energy. I wasn't comfortable with taking up space even on my own damn page, and it showed. I also put my content into 2 different buckets, value and selling. I subconsciously told myself that when I sold, it wasn't valuable. And it's so funny because my clients tell me all the time how inspiring it is that I sell every day and they feel more comfortable doing it because of me. Like I said, my brain used to separate value content and selling content. And I thought that I needed to give so much value in order to be allowed to sell every day. Again, what a crock of shit. Another reason why I didn't sell every day was because I felt that it was too tiring to sell every day. Like I would get finished selling all my Instagram stories and would physically feel tired afterwards. It felt like effort to sell, but the effort and the exhaustion was being caused by my thoughts. It felt like a performance when I sold. And because of my ADHD, selling felt a lot like masking because I thought that there was a correct way to sell and that I would never hit the mark on it. But again, let me reiterate, my thoughts were causing this. I thought it was a performance. I thought it was hard. I thought I had to say all these things to get people to buy. So of course it felt like effort and it felt exhausting. So let's break these all down one by one because that's how I did it for myself, by breaking down every part of me that didn't want to sell every day, disproving the stories I told myself, and deciding on new thoughts. and it's what I do with my clients too. When it comes to the fear of judgment and not wanting to be seen a certain way by my audience, I had to obviously change my thoughts about what selling every day meant to me. I had to release the people pleaser part of me. People pleasing will make sales almost impossible because sales require you to risk the relationship and put your offer out there to the person who you're selling to. And if you're more concerned with being liked, your brain will avoid selling because it feels dangerous to not be liked. It sounds really deep for no reason at all, but it is true. If you want your audience to like you and not see you a certain way, you are going to avoid doing or saying things that you think would make you unlikable to them. But that's the thing, you only think it'll make them not like you. So I had to undo my people pleasing and prioritize my business and my selling over my need to be liked. I also told myself that I was conditioning my audience to be used to me selling. Because the truth is, you might lose followers if you start selling every day, but those people weren't gonna buy from you anyways. If you truly believe you have soul contracts with clients and that you will always work with the people that you're meant to work with, then this will be easier for you to get behind. Even when my clients get hyped up on engagement metrics or people watching their stories or joining their free shit, people engaging still doesn't mean that they're going to buy. It's just a way for your brain to feel safe that there are people who care about what you're saying. But it doesn't mean that they will buy from you. Seriously. This is your platform. This is your home. You are inviting people to your home and you get to do whatever the fuck you want in your home. Anyone who is not happy to be there will leave, but the right people will stay and will want what you're offering. Trust me on this. It doesn't always feel like this in the beginning, and I definitely lost people who I was anxiously attached to, who always watched my stories, but for whatever reason, they left and I got over it. And selling every day also really helped me detach from the metrics as well because of this. And when it comes to my reputation of being a cool coach, a coach that only gives value and never ever sells, I had to give my brain a reason to think that this was ridiculous. And one of the things is that people are busy and you need to hit them over the head with your sales because you think you've talked about your offer 10 times, but maybe your soulmate client has only seen you talk about it 3 times. And being the cool coach who does this means that there are a lot of coaches I know who rarely sell, but have great content and people love them. And guess what? They're stressed out about not signing clients and trying to figure out how to do so behind the scenes. Good engagement does not equal sales, and I will say that forever. My engagement is shit, and it has 0 impact on how much money I make. Hey guys, I hope you're loving today's episode. I am just taking a brief pause in today's episode to share with you a client testimonial. These testimonials are either from group coaching clients or clients who are in my one-to-one coaching program. And I can't wait for you to hear how I have changed their lives and their businesses for the better.
She helped me break through limiting beliefs and become more confident and just have a better understanding of why I am the way I am. And she really empowered me to stop seeking validation outside of myself and trust my intuition more and really allow myself to grow rapidly with that self-trust. So if you're someone who's looking to break through limiting beliefs, gain more confidence, and just really step into the woman that you know you can become, I highly, highly recommend hiring Jill.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Now let's get back to the episode. The value of selling was something I had to get behind too. And this, like everything I talk about, comes back to you and your perception of how valuable you are to your industry. Selling is valuable because you are selling your solution, because you can help someone, because you can take this work deeper with someone and truly transform their brand, their business, their relationship, their thoughts, their health. Whatever it is, if you see your services as valuable, then selling them will be valuable by proxy. Imagine thinking that free content is just as good as getting to be coached by you every week, or by getting your eyes all over their brand or their business, or by helping them develop a step-by-step plan for their health or their body. Please, when I want to invest in someone, I'm at the point now where I don't give any fucks about their free content. I go directly to their application. And that's probably because they're selling to me and I'm seeing their selling content and making a decision faster because I can see that they're actively selling. Your work is valuable, way more valuable than any free content that you could ever post. And that doesn't mean that I don't post free content. I do. You're listening to it right now. I post 5 Instagrams a week on my feed, and I post stories every single day. But I infuse selling into all the free content that I post because me selling my services is valuable. If you don't believe your selling content is valuable, then there are thoughts that you have about your offer and if it's valuable too. I think it's also really important to remember that you are talking to the person who wants to buy, because if you feel like you're pitching to a bunch of people who don't care, that's going to deter you from selling every day. This is a small shift that you can make when you show up and sell. Asking yourself, if I was certain there were 10 people in my audience right now and they were ready to buy, how would that change how I spoke to them about my offer? We are often coming from the place of, I need to tell them why this is good and why they need it, versus how will it change their life once they join and why now is the right time for them to join. And then let's address the selling is effort angle, because truly it can feel this way. I coached a client through this a couple of weeks ago because she truly did feel like it was a performance she was putting on and it was not her true authentic self. And I have a couple thoughts about this. Selling can truly just be a transference of energy, meaning if you love your offer, if you're excited for people to buy it, if you want people inside, if you truly believe in the value that your offer can bring to your person, you can sell it without performing. I think about all the TikToks I've seen where someone is just using a product and I go to buy it right away. Like I recently purchased the Amika thermal brush because I saw one TikTok of this girl using it. And not only did her hair look amazing at the end, but a TikTok commenter said that it was better for her hair when it came to heat protection, and I was sold. Just this girl's pure excitement was enough to sell me on the product. And I think about that when it comes to movies or drinks, or when a biz bestie tells me about another coach or another offer. When it comes from an authentic place, it will feel that way for you. And that's why my coaching is so powerful, because we look at all of the thoughts and reasons why you may not feel this way about yourself or your services yet. And I coach you on believing in yourself and believing in your offer so you can sell your services with confidence and sign 4-figure clients. It will feel more authentic to you, and therefore selling it will feel way better and less exhaustive. My other thought about this is that discomfort doesn't always have to mean that it's inauthentic or unaligned. It just simply means you haven't done it enough for you to get good at doing it. Remember, I said that selling is a skill, and a skill is not something that you're instantly good at. If it feels weird or awkward or pushy or whatever, don't immediately discard it. You just haven't done it enough times. Over time, you will build that skill. And now it's just a part of my daily processes. A post uploads to my feed with a call to action, and in my stories, I share my day, I share testimonials, I sell, I share my post from that day. If there's anything else I feel called to share, I do that too. And it becomes automatic to sell. It doesn't require any extra energy because it's a skill that I have built over time. It's not tiring anymore because not only do I believe in what I'm selling, but it's a part of my daily processes, and I don't focus as much energy on it with my thoughts or emotions. And that's just another bonus. I truly don't see it as transactional when I sell. Like many people post with the subconscious hope that they will convert with that post, or they'll sell once a week and hope that it converts and get discouraged when it doesn't. But selling every day will allow you to detach from that. It truly is just another system in your business, and then you can get back to your day and everything you're doing behind the scenes to make your results happen. I have trust and belief that selling gives my soulmate clients opportunities to see my offers and move along the customer journey until they buy. And you truly do not even see a customer's journey until they apply, right? So trust is a big part of that too when it comes to the online space. You have to trust that your soulmate clients are on their way to you, and that is so much easier. And that is so much easier when you sell every day, and it's just a part of your daily routine. You can be the coolest, most woke spiritual coach that you want, but if you want to make money with your services, selling is a part of that deal. Selling is not bad, and you can do it in a way that feels good to you and in your own style. Your services are valuable and important and necessary, and your people need them, and they can't work with you if you don't sell and if you don't change your thoughts about what you're making selling mean. I love talking all things marketing and selling with my one-to-one clients so they can sell their services with confidence, sign 4-figure clients on repeat, and stop feeling like a fraud. It is what we do in Worthy and Wealthy, my one-to-one coaching program for 6 months. Book a sales call and apply at the link in my show notes so we can work together and grow your business without the imposter syndrome. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for listening to the From Imposter to Empowered podcast. Head to the show notes to find out how you can take this work deeper with me in one-to-one coaching or in the From Imposter to Empowered group program. In the show notes, you'll also find a free 3-day challenge to start the process of overcoming your inner imposter. And once you're done with all of that, screenshot this episode and share it on Instagram, tagging me at YourCoachJill so we can connect. See you next time.